Hello everyone, welcome back to Elder Scrolls Online. It's been a while since we've actually been here last. It's early November. I think I last played the game, got through the base storyline game back in like August or something like that. I don't quite remember. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and try and do the Wrothgar content. It's pretty much a standalone type of story DLC. And I figured we could go ahead and hit up that and then see what we're going to do afterwards. I do have a crate, and we'll open that up after talking to her here.
If you have a letter from the Forge Mother, then you've come to the right place. And we don't even care that you're one of those Nord-loving, lizard-liking, preening like a dark elf, card-carrying members of the Ebonheart Pact. No offense. And here I am, all the way from the icy nethers of Wrothgar, to officially welcome you and transport you to Orsinium. Of course, I'm also supposed to make sure you're willing to do a little hard work. There's no room for shirkers on my wagon. I sent a caravan full of food and supplies to Orsinium. Once there, everything will be distributed to the outlying clans to help them make it through the winter. The caravan's slow. I want you to catch up with it and see it safely to the city. The caravan should have just entered Wrothgar territory. I can take you as far as the entry gates, but you'll have to make it from there on your own. This is important. If those supplies don't reach the city, the smaller clans don't stand a chance. With so many resources diverted to rebuild the city of Orsinium or to fend off Reachman invaders, the smaller clans haven't prepared for the coming winter. For many orcs, the supplies on that caravan could mean the difference between life and death. Well, not me personally, but yes, Orsinium is going to be grander and more magnificent than any previous version of the city. King Kurog has invited artisans and merchants from all over Tamriel to help with the effort, not just adventurers like you. That's the king's beloved mother. The king is too busy waging war and cracking skulls to be bothered with sending invitations. He leaves all the administrative details to the Forge Mother. She's very good at such things. Invaders from the Reach, the Winterborn. They're following a mad warlord named Yurfon Iceheart on some insane quest to take our land. But we're not going to let that happen. We've got something the Reachmen don't. A secret weapon. Our Achater. What's an Achater? The big animal next to me. That's an Achater. Don't you have them around here? Sweet things, really. We use them for all sorts of things. Transportation, pack animals, beasts of burden. They even make delicious cheese. I can't get into too many details because I don't really know myself. I'm sure it has something to do with rebuilding the city of Orsinium, getting the clans in line, and dealing with the Reach invaders. It's kind of hectic in Wrothgar right now. That's complicated. Well, no, not really. Kurog saved Emeric's arse during Ranser's war, and we do our part for the Alliance. But there's no way we're letting Covenant forces get anywhere near Orsinium. This situation requires a more personal touch. Who sacks Orsinium every time we rebuild it? The Bredons and the Red Guard. Sure, we're allies now, but how long is that going to last? So the king put it in writing. No Breton or Red Guard armies in Wrothgar. Ever. Says so in the treaty. I can take you as far as the border gate. Then I have to come back in case anyone else shows up with an invitation. Just catch up to the caravan and escort it to the city. Then introduce yourself to Forge Mother Alga. She's expecting you. Let's go.
Alright. We've made it to Wrothgar. Yep, it does look snowy as far as I can tell. I think this is in High Rock, or like close to this border of High Rock and Skyrim, something like that. Yep, let's go ahead and look at that crate, though, as I talked about before. How do I get to it? Okay, it's right here.
Well met, and good fortune to you.
Alright, let's see what we get.
Heart of Mara, a bonus reward.
So got some poisons, got a scroll, and got a cat cub. Very nice. And the deer-looking thing I got right here is actually from a free thing that they ran like back in I think it was September or something like that, where you got a deer pet thing, you got a whole new house, which I should show that off at some point. I also got the witch cottage finally. I didn't get that last year, but I did get it this year, so I could finally afford it. It was a house, this pet, and then like something else. I think it was like something you could put into the house or something along those lines. It looks like we already have like a guy here.
You there? We need help. Our caravan. They came out of nowhere, attacked us, stole our cargo. The orcs need those supplies. The Winterborn, from the Reach. They ambushed us, leaped out of the damn snow. It's like they knew we were coming. After that, it was all a blur. By the gods, they turned people into ice. They shattered them. We were taking food and supplies to Orsinium. Once there, everything was supposed to be distributed to the outlying clans to help them make it through the winter. Without those supplies, many orcs will die. I don't want to be responsible for that. The remains of the caravan and the surviving members of the crew are just down the road. I don't know where the marauders took the stolen cargo, but maybe someone in the crew saw where they went. No, not all of us. We had a number of warriors among the crew, hired to keep guard. But we were no match for the Winterborn marauders. Some of the traders, though, they raced after them. Those supplies, their clans need them to survive the winter. We were going to help them, but an orc patrol showed up. Some chieftain named Bosrock told us to stay out of the way. The orcs went after the marauders, but they haven't come back yet. Someone's got to save the traders and recover those supplies.
So we've gotten here, and within 30 seconds we've already have an issue. Never surprising.
What are you doing? We can't let Chief Bosrock deal with the Winterborn by
Way to
himself.
die, Elf. That isn't what I signed up for.
Damn it! Where are all these Winterborn marauders coming from? Anyone see where the chief and his warriors went? Anyone?
All I see is death.
Did Orsinium send you? Are you part of the reinforcements? The Winterborn came out of nowhere. It happened so fast. They took our cargo into the hills and the orc peasants chased them. That's when Chief Bosrock and his warriors arrived. Our caravan was heading for Orsinium, the new orc city, when the Winterborn landed on the wagons like flesh flies on Skiva pie. The orc peasants refused to let their supplies be taken, so they chased the marauders into the hills. In case you haven't noticed, these cracked acorns aren't worth their weight in bloodberry pudding. Besides, before we could rally our forces, Chief Bosrock and his orc warriors arrived. He told us to wait here and then went after the marauders. I knew I liked you the moment I saw you. Chief Bosrock is big and mean and looks like he can fight. But there were an awful lot of marauders. Iceheart's Winterborn won't stop until Bosrock and all the orc peasants are dead. You better hurry. I will, eventually. Maybe. I mean, look around. These people are injured. What happens if the Winterborn come back? Someone has to protect them, keep them from being picked off one by one. Anyway, I'll keep them safe while you help Chief Bosrock. This caravan brought me. I thought we already covered that. Oh, you mean specifically the invitation?
Oh, that's no good. Okay, that's not very common for me. I usually don't ever have, like, crashed desktops on MMOs, like, almost ever. But it seems like ESO was the lucky one this time, so,
Keep your head down if you don't.
yeah, we were talking to an elf last time, but I don't see her now. Oh, we do got a book here. Yeah, I guess she's gone now. I don't know where she went. We got, I guess, enough,
That's the last time. I accept an invitation from an orc.
Okay, I don't see her anywhere now, so I guess we're gonna have to just head on. We got enough information out of her anyways, I guess. Oh, somebody else is seeing me. Oh, there you are. Looks like they can do a little bit of shielding now, but nothing too worrisome. I don't see... I guess we have to head up that way, actually. Or ultimate and get some of that damage in quickly. I think I got them right in time. Oh, I got a pumpkin. Don't really... Well, maybe we can use it. I don't know.
Keep your heads down and don't move. Chief Bosrog will be back for the rest of us as soon as he can.
We found them. Leave no orc alive.
Oh, jeez.
Somebody help us, please.
Yeah, I think I need to switch back.
There's more of them. Watch out.
Oh, yeah, they are more. Looks like my staff is still doing pretty well. Alright, we're having a freeze and a stuttering issue almost back to back, which is great, of course. We just saved some peasants. I don't think that fight I just had was salvageable, but we just saved some peasants and he pretty much wants to go up here and grab the other ones, so let's go ahead and do that. Jeez, this did not turn out well, that's for sure. I guess we found the rest of the peasants, though.
I saw what you did out there. Thanks for helping the clan orcs. The ones in here, I think it's too late to help them. Ice Heart. He froze them solid. The bastards got magic, the likes of which I've never seen. Yes, I'm with Bosrog. We were out on patrol when we saw the Winterborn attack the caravan. By the time we reached the wagons, the marauders had already stolen the supplies, and a group of orc peasants were trying to chase them down. Stupid peasants. You're Fawn Ice Heart. He's the most powerful of the Winterborn warlords that have been raiding Wrothgar the past few years. Since he arrived from the Reach, the attacks have gotten worse. Iceheart is strong, ambitious, and extremely dangerous. I like your courage, but I don't think you'll get to test it today. If Iceheart was still around, we'd be frozen solid by now. My guess? He got what he wanted and hightailed it out of here. A shame, really. The outlying clans need those supplies. Enough food and supplies to get the outlying clans through the winter. Without those supplies, the clans are going to starve. Chief Bosrog went to track down the marauders and find the supplies. If he fails, I don't know what we're going to do. Search the area and see if you can find anything that even hints as to where the marauders disappeared to. If you happen to pick up their trail, find Chief Bosrog. He'll know what to do.
Alright.
Leave no stone unturned. Anything you uncover will prove useful.
tell me what I want to know.
Well, we got a couple of harpies out here. Wasn't expecting that. Okay, I think I have to switch over here. Nothing there. And we got a supply crate here. Let's see if we can find anything in that.
Let's get these crates out of here.
Nothing in there. Maybe we'll get lucky over here.
Don't even think it! These supplies belong to the Winterborn now!
Yeah, I don't know about that. Got some gold off of that. I risk everything by betraying my own people for this promised gold and the right to sell exclusively to your clans. I can't any delay your mistakes. I've already given a portion of the gold to a group of Khajiit traders in order to solidify my other endeavors in Orzinium. The supply caravans will arrive soon through the Merchant's Gate. If enough food to support the outlying clans through the upcoming winter. Caravan also carries furs, medicines, and other supplies. They should serve your clans very well. Just refer to the schedule I provide, and you should be able to catch each one unawares. Strike quickly and use your harpies to fly the supplies to your camp. Just be warned, Chief Wrothgar and his soldiers have been patrolling in the trade roads. That orc is a ruthless bastard. I suggest you tell your warriors to do your best to avoid him. Vulture. Okay. Is he, like, over here? I don't actually know. Yeah, I guess this is the area that we're in here. It's actually like a full-on zone area. That's pretty nice. Giant hawk. Oh, that might kill me. Oh, it didn't. Very good. Very happy that it didn't. You get out of here. I don't need you right now. You have some strength, though. I will say that. Knock me straight over.
The clan peasants. Are they on their way to Orzinium?
The soldiers escorted them and the wounded outsiders. They should be safe
Safe enough isn't good enough. Go after them. I'll continue to look for the Winterborn and the missing supplies. You're the outsider who leaped into the bear's den to fight the Winterborn. Your Shad, the wood elf, mentioned you. Surprised you didn't end up all bruised and bloody like the rest of these fools. This is our home, not an amusement for your pleasure. And I appreciate that. Doesn't change the fact that I despise that you're here, though, sticking your nose in our business. The king's invitation, and what royal bag of snakes that is. Look, you have my thanks for saving those people. As much as I hate it, I owe you a favor. But right now, I need to determine where they took the stolen supplies. Let me see that. We've Been betrayed, and for gold, no less. By Malakath, I'll make sure someone pays for this. Look, I need to protect the next caravan to come through the Merchant's Gate. If you truly want to help Wrothgar, then you will help me. This note indicates that the traitor has interests in the city. I want you to track down this traitor and find our stolen shipments. The fastest way to get on my good side, and on Kurog's, is to expose the traitor and recover our supplies. I suggest you start your search in the inn. Gold and dark dealings often go hand in hand with drinking and celebrating. Don't disappoint me. I hate putting my trust in outsiders. Do everyone a favor and prove me wrong. I'm the chief of the Foreign clan, one of the oldest and strongest clans in all of Wrothgar. Kurog makes it sound like tradition is a bad thing, but by Malakath's broken-tooth, tradition is the lifeblood of our culture. It's who we are. You're a long way from home, sticking your nose where it doesn't belong. That's a good way to get it cut off, at least in my stronghold. Still, Malakath would call me a fool if I turned down help when it was freely offered. Unfortunately, not even orcs are immune to greed. War provides too many opportunities for those willing to trade in lives and suffering. It turns brother against brother. We were better off when we bartered for everything we needed. Look for anything that would link this traitor to the note you found. Someone with a lot of gold to spend would be a good start. Then there are the Khajiit traders that were mentioned. How many of the cat people could there be in Orsinium?
Good question. I think we've seen that before.
Why does the land spin so fast? This land, it promised hope and opportunity, but it hides a basket full of biting snakes. Do not mind me. I must have hit my head. Now I need to find my partners. If only the land would remain beneath my feet and the sky stay above my head. It was a nightmare. We were on our way to Orsinium, ready to start a new business, when we were set upon by Winterborn from the Reach. I whipped our beasts for all they were worth, but in their fear, they ran off the road and our cart overturned. It is a mystery and a mystery. My partners, my friends, they are gone. I fear they went over the cliff, along with most of the books we brought from Daggerfall. Please find them. I would aid you, but my head spins like a broken top. Please hurry and find my friends. I fear that none of us will survive long on our own in this forsaken wilderness. Our partnership formed back in Daggerfall, where Jalore, Travofia, and I established a successful book-selling business. When the opportunity presented itself, we decided to make the move to Orsinium. If only I knew what awaited us here. Jalore is perhaps the most cunning of us when it comes to business. She has a way with figures and calculations that makes even the most miserly coin counter jealous. And more, Jalore is my life and my love. We plan to marry in the spring. Travofia has paper and ink flowing through her blood. Her father, and her father's father, sold tomes and manuscripts, and she was educated working in their shop back in Sentinel. She and Jalore are like sisters, and I trust her completely. Oh yes, rare books, popular books, even a few ancient scrolls when we have them. And with connections throughout the Daggerfall Covenant, special orders pose no problem. With our Orsinium merchant's permit, we plan to open a shop in the city. Who knew orcs could be so bureaucratic? Nothing happens in the new city without the proper forms and licenses. After months of negotiation, we finally received the permit that allows us to open our shop in Orsinium. It's Jallaray's dream come true.
Okay. I found one.
Keep your head down and your voice low. We don't want to attract any attention. Across the water. Harpies. Can't you see them? They came out of the sky. The feathered monsters. They snatched poor Jallaray. I think they carried her up into those rocks. I'd go after them, but what can I do against so many harpies? Luck and clear roads. I thought Namadine died in the crash or was taken by those feathered monsters. Please, if you can cross the river, save Jallaray and secure our documents, we'll be forever in your debt. Jallaray carried the merchant's permit, which allows us to establish our bookshop in Orsinium. Without those documents, everything we worked so long and hard for will amount to nothing.
May as well mark this as well. So I think I can reach it from here. Way shrine nearby too. Huh. Let's go ahead and grab that. Oh, above, okay. Well, I guess it didn't go well. At least we got the paper. What is even that? Okay, that's actually decent.
Opportunities always involve cave. Ah, greetings, traveler. Hold a moment, won't you? I'm looking for a cave. It would be foul-smelling, likely surrounded by scattered bones and such. Have you seen such a place? Ah, an inquisitive sort. I like it. I'm searching for a Nord beastmaster named Nikolvara. My contacts tell me she possesses an enchanted whistle that can tame any creature in
Marvelous, yes. Apparently she lives in a Durzog lair nearby. Profit, of course. Durzogs make the perfect guard animals, but they're impossible to tame. If I could train and sell just one of those beasts, I'd make a fortune. If you can acquire the whistle and figure out how it works, we'll split the profits. I'm headed to Bolgol Farm to warm up. It's not far, just over the hill. After you test the whistle, you can find me there. Good luck. Well, I leave the details to you, but I warn you, from everything I've heard, Nikolvara doesn't take kindly to visitors. She's something of a recluse, or so the locals tell me. Haven't you heard? The orcs are building a city. If there's a better opportunity for an enterprising young businessman, well, I've never heard of it. Truth be told, my original plan involved several casks of the finest Hlalu wine, but who knew that the orc palate was so unsophisticated? They hated this stuff, but a good businessman always has a backup plan. Yes, Durzogs. Why is that so hard to grasp? I need something that will appeal to an orc's sensibilities. What could be better than a mangy, slobbering beast? The orcs will pay a fortune for that.
Alright, picked up that quest. Let's go and turn the other one. Okay then. Actually found a lore book underneath there, so I guess that wasn't that too bad of a spot to fall through. This is the city.
You returned. Travafia and I started toward Orsinium, but we hoped you'd find us on the road. Were you successful? Have you changed our ill fate to good fortune? My heart plummets at the news you bring, and all the light departs from my sky. I will take the Orsinium permit of trade, though. I do not know if I can do this without my Jalare, but I won't let her dream die too. Thank you.
And I think I'll make this a stopping point here just before we get to the city proper.